quiz. Okay, so I'm gonna say quiz 1 is 80. Quiz 2 is 90. Quiz 3 is 60.
So now we have an error we need to fix. Scroll down, let's see what that error is.
Average.
Or put a float. Go back to the
Um,
average. Yeah. That needs to be a float before the, yeah. Put a float there.
parentheses, right?
Float
Am I gonna put in parentheses?
type of float first, and then you put a parenthesis. It's gonna be a function. Okay, open, okay, and then behind 3, put another bracket to close it.
So I remove this here.
Just leave it, leave it.
Leave it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now run it.
Okay. So that's and this one.
Okay. Still have a float.
It says you can only concatenate string and not float.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is an addition, right? So
Yeah, what should we have used?
okay. Whenever you inputting them for quiz 1, put a float.
Oh, so after every
Quiz 3, put a float. Quiz 1, 2, and 3.
hold on, right?
Before you see, before the input for quiz 1, put float. Before the input statement, the input function for quiz 1.
Honestly thought it. Okay, forgot that.
Okay, and that's correct. And then do the same for second and third one.
The third one, because I did for only one.
Okay.
Okay.
Then run it again.
What did I do? Oh.
Yeah.
Got the average.
Yeah, but I should have put a print statement, like print average, no?
Yeah, you can do that. But you see, this is still work in progress. You are yet to put the tests.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the average. So is this where we put the if statement? Because they said if they're female.
After we get the average for the quiz and then the test, and then we input the Zoom, and then we also input the information for the assignments. And then now we open the if statement.
We got from Monday, I'll start looking at these assignments.
Oh, which ones?
Wow. We didn't do this in Python.
Yeah, this
Introduction to.
some more details.
Oh, see how you're improving in class. It looks like a new class.
Yeah, every time, every day, it's different. Dorothy and Irene are
So
getting a big
took
difference.
one assignment 1, 2, 3, had 7. Plus, I'm seeing so many students are also active in those assignments. That's
Yeah,
a good gesture.
yeah, exactly.
Actually, you have more serious students, like unlike the last class.
The last class, they were not, we didn't have a lot of assignments, so we just were doing quizzes.
Yeah, we also had so many quizzes than them. They're in their second quiz. I think us we did more.
Yeah, you guys did 3 quizzes and 2 tests. They're yet to do another quiz and then 2 more tests.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
You will also have a serious advanced class.
Oh yeah, I see that. Oh, it's gonna be, hey, wengine, hey, those people, somebody was contacting me Kenya time over here. It must have been like a asubuhi huko, 5 in the morning. Yeah, they were getting busy.
Yeah, that's the problem. Saa zingine when you have friends and family,
Yeah,
saa zingine wanasahau the time difference.
that's right.
Pigia simu saa 9 usiku.
Yeah, it's almost like you want to give it to them like, oh, it was just a mistake. They pressed the button. But say, okay, how can I assist you? You know.
Yeah, sometimes.
They say it's a mistake.
Go ahead.
They say it's a mistake. They press the call button. We got.
Jonas done that quite a few times. I think wherever John is walking, just thinking about Python.
That's good. Now in the next Python class, he will do better. So
yeah,
when people are self-driven, it's something to.
It's very helpful, right?
You probably need to open a school, George, in Kenya.
In Kenya, right?
I mean, if you do it virtual, it's still okay because we can also benefit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, I think I don't know really. I can't really speak for a lot of things. My sister have done IT in Kenya, lakini hata ukimuuliza amefanya nini?
Yeah.
Hata ukimwambia what part of IT, what are we looking? She does.
Si ni ile IT tu najua ile ya packages yao.
No. I think wale shule nyingi they're looking just for money.
Yeah.
No. They don't really impart knowledge. Na pia sio working knowledge, unaona?
And that can be a big problem.
Yeah, sasa hata mtu akienda kazini hajui ku apply that knowledge.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think, and that's why we as Kenyans, we need to rise up and compete with the world. Unaona vile Wahindi wanatoka kule India wanakuja tu hapa na wanapata kazi mara moja.
See what you just said?
Huh?
Exactly what we discussed in one of the groups we belong to. I told some ladies we need to come up with a way whereby we want to compete with the Indians. Like for you,
exactly.
Get a job, I have to go through an Indian agency. Really? And when they want their people, they go get them from India.
They go get them and they come here and they perform.
They perform. And they
I have a friend of mine, alisomea IT Kenya.
Yeah.
Alifanya bachelor's Kenya. Akakuja hapa, akasema Kenya alifanya a lot of theory. Alikuja hapa, he couldn't perform. He had to do a master's.
Yeah.
Right now he's a network engineer. He gets good money. Yeah. Lakini na ile knowledge ya Kenya haingemsaidia. Lazima aliongezee ingine juu yake. Kenya is failing us. Kenya ina fail watu. The schools there zina fail watu.
All about academics. How did you perform in the finals?
Exactly. Na unajua hapa America is so different. Yeah. Mimi shule yetu hata attendance iko na marks.
Yeah.
Attendance iko na marks yake. Kenya, you don't even go to school, unaenda tu siku ya mtihani. Hapa utaanguka.
Yeah. Yeah.
Utaanguka ati you never uko unaenda shuleni. Attendance iko na marks, the way you dress iko na marks pia.
And participation too.
And participation and skills test.
Yeah.
Everything iko na marks yake. But I know kama niko Kenya, some kids walikuwa tu wana register for mtihani, wanakuja siku ya mtihani.
Yeah, Kenya is just not a good place to, unless you just want to be a professor whereby you just teach theory.
No, lakini wana hata you pay, people pay a lot of money, but they're failing the country.
It's very bad.
Wanna fail the country, you know. Sababu they're not making them ready for the workforce.
And that's true.
No. Wanawafundisha vitu zingine unnecessary, very unnecessary. Sasa unaona mtu amepita, amepata huko B+, alafu anaitwa kufanya sijui what, marine science, what do they call those things? Sijui urban migration. What is that? Ati sababu tu umeenda tu kwa university. Na wanakulazimisha ufanye hiyo, otherwise hautapewa help. Seriously?
Yeah. It's terrible.
Hiyo ni wasted of hiyo B+. Huyo ni mtu very sharp, anakuwa wasted na vitu zingine bure kabisa.
Yeah.
You know, maybe somebody wanted to do engineering. You know, they have a really high score for computer science.
Oh, very high.
Wanaweka high score sijui kuwa umepata plain A's ama nini. Exactly. Mimi nimefanya hapa computer science, hata sikupata A kwa high school. Na nilikuja hapa and I did the test. Wacha nikuambie, ile masomo nilisoma primary school math, you know, and high school. Nilikuja hapa nikafanya hiyo test yao ya shule hiyo ya math. And nikapata A, and they're like, really? Anasema wakanipea scholarship. He gave me a scholarship.
Yeah.
Wanasema hata watu hapa hawapati hiyo, you know?
Yeah.
I got a scholarship from getting A's from my na siku hata nime revise ama something. So I know Kenyans are very sharp. They're just being.
Oh. The system is good until maybe after standard, I would say standard 8.
Yeah.
Now from 1, it's all messed up now.
Yeah, so if it kama tunaweza kuwa na a college, you see like Strathmore, and Strathmore is like a hand, gosh, like 2 arms and 2 legs, very expensive, you know. If we can just have like a school, people who really are interested, you know, not everybody, lakini wenye wako na wanataka, the ones who are so interested, they can always you know, get to do these things. You know, they get matched with internships. Because I know kitu kama data analysis, saizi cybersecurity has become a big thing. Big thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's really huge.
Cybersecurity, data analytics.
Data analytics. Unajua data analytics iko kwa cyber security.
Yeah.
It's analytics. You analyze stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has to analyze those logs.
You analyze it. You can't just say it's not guesswork. You have to compare.
Okay.
No. Yeah. So ni vile, I think country is just failing.
The leadership is terrible.
Na tena wale wenye wana approve hizo shule.
Siku hizi ukienda nyumbani, there are universities everywhere.
Ziko universities zingine hata. Mimi nilianza na network security. I think my baby sister alikuwa anataka kufanya the same thing nilifanya. So I told her, okay, so ufanye nursing or something else. She's like, no, I just want to do IT. I'm like, okay, go find a school. I called JKUAT. They say they have a good program for IT.
It's very good.
Man. But they were giving me some attitude. I'm like, seriously. Sijui walikuwa nachukua, I don't know, they wana hike hizo nini. My sister alikuwa amefanya diploma in some, alikuwa amefanya more nini in some little bit ITs. Wakumchukua. Nikamwambia, nikaangalia online, nikaona another college, KEMU, and they were offering IT, and I called them and they gave me some info. So I told my sister to go there and collect more information. She ended up going to KEMU, you know. So hata akienda KEMU, yani unasikia my sister ananiambia wanafundishwa na walimu wa diploma.
That's not good.
Sasa anafundishaje bachelors?
Yeah.
Sasa mtu uko na diploma kwa IT, I mean ndio unaweza kuwa experience, lakini sasa utafundishaje bachelors?
It's so sad. So sad. Yeah. And that's
Yeah, I mean,
what we have. And everything is just corrupt.
man, it's later.
So
I think nearly
Zoom, let me see, the Zoom is not defined. Use
Zoom
score. Scroll back.
Oh, I need to
Zoom score. You have to input it. Okay, it's input.
Oh, sinleka input up,
Okay, so you're using a variable and then you're using the same input. You can remove.
Oh, you know what? I should have done ningeka hapa nini quotations.
Just remove. Yeah, you can put a quotation in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Do the same with the homework too. Okay. Now you can run it. But remember, you have to get the average you add to the Zoom score, and also that you will have to put in the tests, test 1 and test 2.
So I'm gonna do score, final score equals to quiz 1 in parentheses.
No, just put average, because every quiz 1.
But I already have average. I've used average there already.
Oh, you are okay. Final score, you are going.
It's gonna be the total of all those.
Yeah.
It's gonna be average plus Zoom score plus homework.
But remember, quiz 1, 2, and 3 are now in average.
Exactly. So I'm gonna use average instead, because average is the average of the 3 quizzes.
Yes.
Right? So I'm gonna say the final score is the average plus the Zoom score plus the homework.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
I'm gonna do float here, right?
You want to
be float.
Yeah, do float.
Esther and Nancy, feel free to jump in and niambia wewe wacha kufanya makosa. Average plus Zoom score. And then print final score. Can I do?
Yeah, now you can go ahead and do print final score, but put another bracket there to match the one for the float. Okay. Now you can go ahead and print final score.
Why am I not seeing where you're writing, like you're typing?
Oh,
she's typing.
Hold it. I'm gonna maximize that. Can you see it now?
Okay. Yeah,
the last thing I'm seeing is that line of homework is equal to float, then input homework.
Hold on. Can you see it now? I mean, that's what I'm typing actually. This other one is just the output. That's exactly what I'm typing.
Okay.
From homework. Now I'm just doing the final score, and then I'm making a print statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then whatever is down here is just the output from the script, from the thingy.
Correct.
Now you know now what I'm doing now.
Yes.
Okay. So print.
You're doing great.
Okay. So I'm wondering though, Sasa now, how does so is this where now we do the if statement?
Now, before after the print, you can do the if statement now.
Okay, let me first run this and make sure it works.
Yeah, for your if statement, we'll have to put the gender up there. Okay, yeah, you already have the gender.
We have to do the gender, and we also have to put the score.
Yeah.
And the origin if you're from Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
Nancy, we have a class today or tomorrow?
For the introduction to Python?
Is it introduction today, right? Yeah, yeah.
I think introduction is today, and then tomorrow is the normal advanced class, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
But I won't be able to attend that Yeleo. I'll be on my way to Halifax.
Oh, you're gonna be okay. I thought you're going to Halifax tomorrow morning.
Plans changed. The
Okay.
person who is, yeah.
So you're gonna sleep there, then
Mhm.
tomorrow. Okay. So you're still having the same ride?
Still having the same what?
The same. The guy's gonna give you a ride, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure of coming back. But I hope I'll come back before 5. Before we begin our advanced Python class.
That's no problem.
We are in a lockdown again. COVID numbers are too high again. Oof.
Over there?
Yeah.
I thought you guys did not even have any COVID.
Oh, Canada, I think they take too much precautions here. Na bado cases ni mingi, so I'm even confused.
Yeah. You guys are better than us. Over here, we're almost reaching 1 million deaths.
Even people who have second dose of vaccine are still getting COVID.
Yeah. Dorothy,
So I'm even
you doing the same thing again?
It's because it's not giving me an it's not letting me put input. It's just saying enter final score.
Okay, let me scroll down. Scroll.
It needs to give me the option to put an input.
Okay, you put okay. So the final score you got, but you wanted to print it out, or you just wanted to go ahead and do the if statement? Because,
So the final score, will you print it out? Then do you use that to make an if statement?
Yeah, you really don't need to print it out, but that final score is what you're going to use in your condition. When you say if the final score,
but then how would you know what how would you know what the figure is?
Because it's in the
and say like print final score.
Oh, okay. All right. So I remove the print statement here for final score.
Just comment it.
Commented.
Just comment it.
And I don't need to input that. Okay.
Input here yet. Instead, you just use an if statement here. Now you can say if you can do if
If
gender is this and score is this, then go to the next. Otherwise, go to the other one.
If
Gender.
gender equals female,
Put two equal signs. You're doing comparison here. Equal.
female.
Then the female you have to put because it's a string.
You have to, okay.
What?
Equals female and score. So the final score we're using
final score in there.
Is this 80 and 76? Is that the final score or is it just the average of the quizzes?
So remember the average has been added to the Zoom score and homework. And all those three are now in the final score. So this final score
As a the way it says the student has to score an average of 80% for males
and above.
So that's going to be the average of the 3 quizzes plus the Zoom score and the homework?
Yes. All of them, yeah.
That's not even going to be, this is a bad calculation, George.
Yeah.
Because assuming I got a 90% in the the quizzes, then the Zoom score is going to be 9 and homework is going to be 9. Is this going to be over 100%?
Yeah, it's still, that's why we have to multiply by 100 to get the percentage. We have not done that yet. We're still doing the calculation. So this is still work in progress.
Okay.
I did it differently.
Huh?
I did it I didn't add all of them. I gave a value for the Zoom score.
Remember, Zoom score is the total should be 9, right? So
yes.
It's anywhere between 0 to 9, and then you get that percentage. So say you get 3 over 9 times 100. And then if you did the assignment, is that the...
Maybe this final score, we should say is equals to average plus Zoom score plus homework divided by 100. Let's get that percentage.
Okay. Now,
times 100 times...
you
want to make it a percent?
Yeah. It will, at one time, it has to be, we have to make it percentage. So the Zoom score is going to be, let's say, 9 out of 9. But 9 out of 9, we have to multiply by 100 to get the percentage. And then the assignments, we have 10. We have a scale of 0 to, if they only turned in one assignment, that's going to be 1 over 10 times 100. That's 10%. So 10% plus, let's say, 9 over 9, which is 100%. Those are 10 plus that one. So and then once we combine all those percentages, then we divide by the total of those percentages. So if they get 90% in one, another 90% in another one, another 90% the other one, we add all those and then we divide by 3 to get the total average.
I kind of had that. I thought of it in a different way.
Can you explain, Esther, how you did it?
I calculated the average of the quizzes and the tests.
Okay.
Then with the Zoom score and assignments, I gave them a value, like within these marks, I gave them bad, good, excellent, and then I used that in the if statement.
Okay.
Oh,
That's also good.
I don't know if that's the right, maybe I think that's the wrong way of, I didn't think about it like getting a total percentage.
You see, I said if they attended all the all the Zoom sessions, they get like up to 9.
Mm-hmm.
From 0 to 9. If they did not attend any Zoom session, they get a 0. So maybe I did not explain that part well, but everything will have to be rounded to 100%. If they did one test out of 10, they turned it in, then that's 1 out of 10. If they did 10 out of 10, then that's going to be 100%. So we have to get the percentage for the test, the percentage for the quizzes, the percentage for the Zooms. All those will be up to a total of 300%. We add them together, and then we divide by the total number of those percentages. This is just going to be quick.
And I'll change my.
So what do you think, Dorothy?
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm saying if the gender is female
Mhm.
and the final score is greater than 76,
Yes.
then print pass. Else, print fail.
Mhm.
And then say if gender is and final score is greater than 80 and greater than 80, whatever, print pass, else print fail.
Okay.
I'm just trying to put that in writing.
Okay.
But I have to include this 76 because we're not looking at just greater than 76, just 76 and greater, right?
Yes, greater than 7 is equals or greater than.
Oh, it equals, okay.
Put the equal sign after the greater than. Yeah.
Okay.
Equals.
Print has else. Else. Print.
Anytime you use else or use an if, remember the full colons.
Okay.
Mhm.
The full colon, they go at the else. Does it go at the if also? No?
Yes, at the back or the far end of the if.
Here?
No, at the far end.
Here? Here?
Yeah. After the 76, yeah.
Okay. So if gender is female
Mhm.
and final score is greater than or equal to 76,
Mhm.
print pass, else print fail.
Yes. So the print pass. You have to make a print statement and then put your pass in quotes. So the print has to be a function, bracket.
In quotes or in parentheses? Just quotes?
In parentheses, and then the pass has been quotes. But remove the equal sign.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna try to run this.
Okay.
Let's see what it does. What happened?
There's a syntax on line 27, right?
Else, the else.
Yeah, so what you might need to do here is you declare the gender and then you declare another if statement after the first one. I don't think the and is going to be taken here. This one you can do in another language like C++ or
Okay.
this one will not take it. So you can
I
say,
think
huh?
mine worked like that. It's the else that's indented. The else.
It should be, I should ident this.
Yeah, in
No,
that,
it should be outside.
not in
Go
that.
back.
As in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that gonna work? Okay.
That's
let's try.
working.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's like it liked it. Okay, let's say Lucy. Kibaki. ID number. Addresses. Number. Gender. Quiz 1 is 70 plus quiz 2 is 89, 80. Zoom score is, let me say 8. Homework is, I'm gonna say 5. Pass.
Yeah.
It's a pass. But this homework and homework homework is not and Zoom score is not on percentage. It's, I did not put it on percent. So
Yeah. So can you change that?
yeah, so
So you accept the figure and then you do the calculation on the Zoom or on the home.
just a moment, I'm gonna do. Sorry, what did you say?
I say on the Zoom score, you
Zoom
probably
score.
you accept it, but you have to calculate it in percentage.
And
And then
so I'm gonna say Zoom score equals to God. Just give me 1 second here. It's
Okay.
kind of hot in here. It was getting hot. So do you want me to do the calculations in the statement there?
Yes,
So
yes.
Zoom score equals to
The Zoom score equals to multiply that by 100.
equals to number. I have to declare the number too.
Yeah. So you see you're inputting it, and then after the input, the next statement after the Zoom score.
So here.
Yes.
So I
Then
have to say number. I have to declare the number because Zoom score is 0 to 9.
yes, so
Right?
0 to 9. But remember, we don't calculate it. So we
So
say
0 to 9.
whatever the number they enter, that's going to be Zoom score over 9.
Number.
100.
Yeah, number equals to do I put in parentheses 0 to 9?
No, just
0.
okay. Whatever they enter, it's going to be between 0 and 9.
Exactly. Do I have to spell all the numbers out, like write
No.
them all out, or just say 0 to 9?
For now, don't put that yet. Get rid of those. You see, we are putting the Zoom score up there. You can tell them in the print statement. You see inside the quotations, you can say put number from 0 to 9. Right there.
Here, put number.
Yeah. No. Here. Let me see if I can annotate it. Okay. So when you see the Zoom score is supposed to float input, and then inside the input is Zoom score.
Mm-hmm.
In there, you just put a description like 0 to 9, 0-9.
Is it do I put in here after the quotation?
After you can put it after the colon, but before the quotation. 0 to 9, 0-9.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Same to the homework, 0 to 10.
yes.
Okay.
So whoever is going to be entering that, they'll know exactly what to be able to put in there. And then your calculation, you're going to say number equals to Zoom over Zoom score. So number equals to, and then whatever they put in there, which is going to be a Zoom score, okay, equals to the number they put, which is the Zoom score, okay,
Divide by 100.
divided by, okay, we have to,
Over 10
over
times
9,
100.
or 9
Over 9
times 100.
times 100.
You probably want to make sure Zoom score over 9 is in a bracket, and then you multiply 100 up.
Okay, then times 100.
That's good. Yeah.
And the same for our homework.
Yes.
So I can't use number. Maybe number 1.
Yeah. So you have
Number
to.
1 equals to homework
Over 10.
divided by 10.
Put outside the bracket. Okay. And then outside put times 100.
And I also need to do the other if statement for
make it 100. The one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then once you do that, now your calculation is solid now. So anything you're going to do will be following this one. Now you have your first, you say your first gender if female. Now you have to do for male.
if.
So you can copy whatever you have already, just change the variable.
Exactly.
Okay. Press twice, maybe give a space. All right, that's good. Now paste it. Now change this one to male.
Okay, let me try this. female. Quiz 1 is 2 is 16 is 3 is 5. Okay. Zoom.
Okay.
8. 5. Doesn't make sense.
Huh? Remember the indentation, like where you declare whether the gender, if you can use elif, or you cannot actually, the indentation will be able to help you to determine which code need to be executed. But here for the one you just put in, I think it works good.
Now the Zoom score,
Mhm.
you know where we put 0 to 9, why is it printing that?
Okay, now what you need to do, once we put in the homework and the Zoom score and the average, we need to get the total. Did we get a total?
Total.
For the number one, the number one and all that should come, and you have to get, you probably don't want to do that yet, but you can, you see, instead of saying homework in the line below and the Zoom score, just change them to number and number one. The line below in that final score.
Final score equals to average plus, okay.
Yeah.
Plus number.
You plug them in there. And then when you run and print them out, you'll be able to see what the total is now. The total should be percentage. But you remember, we have to go, the average we have to multiply by 100. Because we never did up there.
But number one.
No, the Zoom score, the average quiz 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, we divide.
Oh, we divide by 3.
But we multiply by 100 outside there.
But it's already a percentage though.
No, it's not. Oh, okay. Sorry, you're right. Because you're putting them like 90, but again, you have to multiply by 100 so the system will know. Because that's just,
so if we were gonna do that, then we could just as well do we just, instead of so the quiz out of though.
This
what are we gonna multiply out of?
Let's say you design the program, Dorothy, and then you out there to somebody to run it. Instead of putting 90, they might input maybe the fat finger, they put 101. That's going to be a problem, right? So we have to be able to multiply that into, we add them all three, and then we divide by 3 to get the average, and then we multiply by 100 to get the percentage.
But how are you going to prevent those people from typing 105? You have to put a statement there to say invalid number if it goes.
Yeah, and that's going to be much later in your yeah. But right now, you see, for example, the homework and for the homework, you tell them 0 to 10. That's just for them to know, but you cannot prevent them from doing anything beyond that. So the code at one point, you can put a condition. Say, if the number input is not between 0 and 10, reject. Or if the number input is not between 0 and 9, reject it. That's going to be now, whatever we're getting from number and number one, those are percentage, but whatever we're getting from the average is not a percentage. So we need to be able to get percentage by multiplying whatever we get by 100%.
But whatever the input has been a percentage. So I can do this divide by 3 times 100?
Yeah, outside the 3. Yeah. because those are arbitrary numbers. Until we multiply them by 100, we don't know what's going to be. So now we know whatever you're going to get in the final score is going to be percentage. Now we can say, okay, if this
Okay.
is 5%, then we know they fail. Otherwise, go continue. If they're 80%, then yes, they're going to get the scholarship.
So this part here for the mail,
Mhm.
it's not printing out correctly.
It will not
See
print,
here, there's a,
because
yeah.
one you can either do on the indentation or we can do the ELIF statement. Remember ELIF?
Does it? Hmm? Does
So
that look right?
on the
Does,
ELIF,
does that look
okay, unless we run it, I don't think so though, because the first one should be an if statement. Always start
so? Where does ELIF go? And the else?
ELIF will be after the first. So we want to try with the ELIF in the else. When you use the ELIF, there will only be one else. So
Okay.
ELIF here. And remember, in the ELIF, only one statement will be executed, not both. So if gender is female and the score is greater than or equals to 76, you're going to print that. Otherwise, ELIF is the next one. Otherwise, ELIF will go to the next one. Otherwise, ELIF will, until the last one, then you say else.
So say that again. So if gender is female,
Mhm,
final score is 76,
mhm.
print pass.
ELIF,
And then
ELIF.
ELIF.
Mhm. No. Instead of the else, put ELIF. ELIF.
ELIF.
ELIF will not have a colon, but just put an expression immediately after that. So we put another gender there.
Okay.
Yes, and then
So I'm gonna remove this print.
okay. Okay. All right.
Print pass.
Okay. So we have condition 1, condition 2.
Else print fail. This is where else comes in.
Yes. Else will be the last one. Now with the else, put a column. That's good. Okay, looks like a score. So after the okay, now good. That looks good.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys, I've taken so much of your time.
No, you're good. You're good. We are learning. We are learning together.
You're doing well, Dorothy.
I don't know. I'm just feeling.
This is fantastic. You see this code, you're almost finishing it. Now, did they have to pass?
Yeah, but why do I have 7,033? It's supposed to be.
Okay, so we need to look at that calculation. Why do we have that? Let me see. Is it the average?
Let
Or
me
did
go
you,
back.
did you put in some big numbers in there? Instead of quiz like up to 100. What was your input?
My input was, I'm sure I put in small answers, small numbers. I can run it again.
Okay.
So final score 76, 100 average.
It should not go beyond 100. It will always be.
Yeah, I've put, okay, let me try again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Jonathan. So quiz one, I'm just gonna say maybe 60, 78, 80.
Yes.
Zoom score is 8.
Yeah, that number is too large. It's
Yeah, see how I'm getting 72.7. Yeah, this one.
let's
Oh,
go ahead
right.
and, let's go ahead and look at your calculation. There must be something you didn't do right.
It's gonna be the one for the quizzes, maybe. Maybe I should remove this times 100.
Oh yeah, it should be divided by, no times. Sorry. No, is it divided by or times? Let me see.
You're already dividing by 3
Okay,
for
that's
average.
it. And then you multiply by 100. And my mind is blank now. Okay, 9/10 times 100. It should be multiplied by 100. So the quiz,
It's 9/10.
it's this one should be like the average. It's quiz 1 plus
Maybe we could have done the division here when we were declaring these quizzes here. Can we do the calculation up here? So here we just do the average. You know, when we have quiz 1 here, maybe we could do, I don't know, times 100 here. No.
That's not gonna work because you just put it in. And then,
Oh yeah. This is,
okay, let me see here. Plus. Okay, go ahead and do this. After the average, okay, after we do the 3, enter there. 3, put a cursor there, and then press enter.
what, sorry?
Just press enter. Okay. Now we are going to use the average. Say average equals to. Okay. Let's see. Okay, if it's 76%, average equals to average times. Okay.
The sum divided by what?
How about we just assume that these quizzes are over 100, so they come as a percentage.
Good assumption.
But is it reality?
Probably not. So that's why we add quiz 1 plus quiz 2 plus quiz 3, which is maybe,
And then divide by 3.
and then we divide by 3.
It's just going to give you an average, not necessarily a percentage.
Is that average? And so when you get the average, you can convert it over 100 so that you get the percentage
You have to multiply by.
to
Yeah, but
multiply it.
What about the quizzes? Do we know what's they're out of? Are they out of 20? Are they out of 50?
We are assuming they're out of 100 each.
But then if
So
they're
if
out of
somebody has
100, then it's a
50,
percentage already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, we don't need to multiply by 100.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if quiz 1 is out of 100, we don't need to multiply by 100. It's already a percentage.
It's already percentage. If you have to do this code differently, then you just have to let people know, hey, it's up to 100%. So you're good. At this point, just delete that line and then we run it again. It should be good.
Okay, let's see.
It's blank.
Hmm? Do you run it?
It's not, it's misbehaving.
Go ahead and do the kernel.
Maybe start
So restart the kernel. Up there, there's a main.
Am I gonna
Go to
lose the
kernel.
code?
No, you will not.
Just click on the kernel,
Yeah, kernel and then restart. You can then
restart. Okay.
yeah,
You
that,
want to restart the kernel.
yes.
Restart.
Ati mnaita hiyo kernel. Mnaita kernel. I call it kernel.
Kernel, right.
Kernel ni Kenya. Kuna makutano, kuna petrol station inaitangwa ya kernel.
Sasa ukishafika huku kwa nchi za watu wengine inabidi ndo wakuelewe.
Yeah.
Saa zingine tunaweka accent za Kenya nyuma kidogo.
When you go to Rome, you do war romance and do it. Otherwise, people will be like looking at you. What? Huh?
Hello, what? Sasa si tulikuwa tunafundishwa Kizungu. It's so funny because mimi ni Mluya, si ndio? Nimesomea Nairobi. The whole class, entire class ni wa Kikuyu. I'm the only Luya. Yani tunafundishwa Kizungu, usipoelewa mwalimu ana interpret na Kikuyu.
Oh, really?
I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? I don't understand both.
You just see a nigga. Okay, aterere. Yeah.
So that's how I learned English. Mpaka ikabidi nijue Kikuyu. Because sasa kama hiyo ndio lugha ya tafsiri.
Yeah. Lugha ya kitaifa hiyo.
Lugha ya taifa. So I speak Kikuyu kidogo. So I'm gonna say Rachel.
Hapo comment kitu.
Hiyo ni lugha ya taifa. Yeah? As much as tunakataa, but mi penye nililelewa, sikuwa na choice.
Yeah.
Actually did not. I did not.
Hata mimi najua Kiluya by choice. Nililelewa Luyaland.
Yeah, sasa unaona. Una venye mtu anaishi. Na I'm sure kama ningelelewa Luyaland lazima ningesoma Kiluya.
So you don't, you don't speak any Luya? If I say Bushere,
I'm so embarrassed of myself and my Luya. I can, naweza omba maji, naweza ongea, but hata kwa nyumba, hata kwetu tunaongeanga Kiswahili. Naongea Kiswahili, but naweza ongea, naongea Kiluya by the way. Mai ni Kikuyu.
Kama echi. Ndio hiyo kama echi. Wabukusu wanasema kama echi.
Hiyo na sound kama Kibukusu. Hiyo ni Kibukusu.
Ni beko maji.
Sasa unaona hata hiyo mimi ina sound kama Latin. Because now Waluya nao ni wako funny. Because tuko na so many sub tribes, sub whatevers.
Yeah.
Hata it just so hard kulearn Kiluya. Mimi najua tu yetu. You know? Nikijaribu mtu mwingine akinaongelesha, we can't even communicate because ni hata nasikiza yao nasikia kichwa inaniuma. Because I'm trying najaribu ni kama unajaribu kudecode. What are you trying to say? So easy flow, no, easy flow. I mean, you can pick a few words, but it's not flowing. It's so different. No.
That's right.
But yetu naongeanga. Zoom score 7, 8. Pass. Okay. Sasa even though inafaa ikuwe. So unaona hapa anasema Zoom score 0 to 97 and 0 to 108.
No, it's it's 0 to 10, but the way you typed it, let me show you. Scroll up there, I'll show you. Okay, now you see where you put the input after the 9 and after the 10, put a space before the quotation. Put a space and then put a column. Okay, put a column.
A column and a space, or a space and a column?
Just put a column first next to 9 and then full column and then space. Okay, now do 10. Okay, space. And then you save it and then run it, then you'll see it's gonna be spaced out. So it's not gonna be like 108 or 109.
Okay. Nancy, huko kwenu kuna nini? Ni summer, ni nini? Bado kuna freeze?
Hapana, ni spring.
Spring.
Mvua ndio mingi.
Mvua si ni mzuri. Mi hutaka kutembea huko lakini I just want sasa jenda je. Mi ushindwe water because it's like 90% of what? How 3/4 of the time it's
Yeah,
it's
spring.
winter.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
gosh.
very harsh.
Actually, Nancy's in Europe. She's in the
Where you Nancy, where you located by the way? I don't know why, I'm just assuming.
Nova Scotia.
I'm in Canada.
You in Canada? Okay.
Atlantic Canada, a very small place iko to the Atlantic, inaitwa Nova Scotia province.
Why does it sound like Russia?
Siko right side ya Russia, ni British Columbia ndio imeshikana na Russia. Okay, ukitoka British Columbia the next unaingia ni Russia, I think.
Oh my gosh, huko lazima ni baridi.
Yeah, huko ni Alaska.
Lakini sasa mimi niko no, BC is very nice, ni kuna joto.
Seattle, Portland, so it's very rainy. But
Yeah, it's the best. Kama unataka kuja Canada, ile yenye ni warm kuja BC. British Columbia. Lakini pia kama unataka coast life kama watu wenye wako Mombasa, unakuja huku Atlantic, huku kwenye niko Ocean tu ndio jirani.
Kwa hivyo kuna joto.
It's not very cold like other parts of Canada. Zile parts za Canada baridi kabisa ni Western Canada, akina Manitoba, part of Ontario na Alberta.
I have a friend living in Alberta and I don't know mwingine alienda wapi huko. Quebec, huko kwa nini? Kwenye wanaongea French huko.
Bonjour, bon ami. So, bonjour, mon ami.
Bonjour.
Huko Quebec huko ndo walikuwa wanasikia kuna a lot of racism. Nilikuwa naona some documentary. Kuna the Aborigines, watu wa huko ni kama I don't know. Hata kwa hospitali wanakataa kuwa. The people who live there, are they
or maybe you talk of Mennonites.
Wanaitwaje?
First Nation.
Yeah, kuna mtu nilikuwa nasikia mtu alienda hospitali na hata hakutritiwa. Kuna
pia huko kuna fight hiyo, kuna hiyo fight ya watu wa First Nation au Aboriginals wanaitwa Dakota na jina zingine hapo. Kuna wenye ni native wa hapa kabisa. So poor by the way. Very poor. Oromo, not Oromo.
I thought Canada healthcare ni mzuri, haina hizo mashida nyingi kama.
Hapa kuna universal healthcare by the way. Yeah, hakuna private hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not money driven like
hata private school.
Over here.
Okay.
Hata private school hakuna. The only
Sasa,
private school ni ya Kato.
Sasa hii haikuonyesha gender ya male. Imerun tu na gender ya female. Ama ni mimi ndio ama is because I said gender. Or is it because of what I input there? Maybe if I said male, it's gonna run with the scripture male.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try that.
Okay, let's try that now.
That's being full, right? Because it has to be like male as in male, lowercase, or female as in female, full.
Okay.
So lazima uziweke lowercase.
Because that's what she
because even ndo nilizi nini kama ziko lowercase.
Yeah. But in the code you can say, hey, you want this to be lower or uppercase. You can pass it through a function to convert.
I was watching some documentary about Russia, Siberia. Okay. Like watu wanaishi huko.
Very cold place.
Hii.
I don't
Yes.
think can
Russia hata racism.
before it freezes
Ah.
straight to the land. Yeah.
I'm gonna say 50 so that this person fails this exam. Okay. I just want to see how it's gonna say. So Zoom score, I'm gonna say, if this person did not even attend the Zoom scores, the Zoom, and maybe did only 4. Why is this person still parsing? And he only got like 68.
Is it what gender is that?
Male.
Yeah.
Na ulisema male iko above
80. Ah, si ndo hapa.
Let's say Elif.
Kuna kitu wrong mahali, inafaa kuwa fail.
Yeah.
Oh, did you need that those columns?
I don't know. Sijui kwa nini inashikana hapa gender na nini. Do I need to kind of space out or what? No, hapa nikiandika gender, it's just like one word, gender male.
Yeah.
What do I need to do? Space out somewhere?
It's okay the way it is right now. Let's see here.
Oh, okay.
If that and that, then pass. Else, LC. Let me see. The logic how we pass it, that's why. This logic here. Let me see. Elif. Of what?
I think hapo inafaa kuwa fail.
Ndio, yeah. Si ndio sababu ama if statement to me.
Okay.
To
we can do like the first statement. We say if gender equals to is equal female, and then we say again if score without using the and. So let me see if I can
remove the and.
Oh,
yeah.
Unatoa and.
Yeah, remove the and. And then put that in the next line. Just
in the next line and do another if.
Yes. And then indent it. Put if.
Indent the if. I'm on the same line.
Indent it. Okay, and then you say if final, and then now print pass. And then okay.
Do another elif, E2 elif.
Yeah, let me see 1 second. If that, okay, it's the same thing, so we got that. Whatever you do, whatever we did and what we're doing now, the same thing. But I'm just thinking out.
And I'm gonna do the elif, right? Not the if, right?
No, do else. Do the else after the print. After the print, not the elif. See, after the first print, press enter and then do else.
Else?
No, before you see the first print pass.
What am I doing with this one here? Am I still leaving it there?
Yeah.
For the mail?
Yeah, let's work on the first one, then we are going to go to the mail.
Okay, so after print pass and then do else, print fail?
Yeah, else.
Okay, I'm just gonna remove this here. Oh, my battery is running. Oh, hold on. Oh, gosh.
All right. Okay, now print fail.
If gender is equals to female,
Mm-hmm.
but why do I have?
Sitana unafanya kama hiyo ya juu. If final score is equals to or greater than 80.
Yes, ndo nimemuuliza. Alafu but lakini si ni elif. Kwa hivyo nitumie elif ama niseme if.
Let's use let's use else, not elif. So we have that printed out. Then okay, no, let's go do elif. I'm sorry, elif. The first one. No, the first else. Change it to elif. I'm sorry.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What, are we still here?
Yes, now yeah, right there.
So you want this to be elif?
Elif, yeah. Now remove the column. Yeah. And then normally there, you just do the second statement. Now bring
So I remove the print fill.
Just leave it there, but bring the gender equals to male next to the elif up there. Yeah. Okay. And now, once you do, then we are going to go ahead and introduce another elif after the, yeah, put another elif here. Okay, and then this elif is going to be print, just print once, print that fail. If that, yeah, print fail. That should be good. Let's go ahead and try run it.
So these elif statements, they don't have else.
I'm sorry. This last elif put else. You're right.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Else. And then colon. Okay.
Let's try this.
Okay. So go ahead.
If gender equals to female, it doesn't like this part here.
Put an and. Put and there. And. Okay. Okay. Then once you put the and, now remove the if, but yeah, remove that if and then take that to the next line up. Just take the next line up right there. Now let's try again.
Even the male part has and.
Or the male part should have
So what did you say?
And.
Okay.
That's programming right there.
Esther, you should think of doing programming.
You're already doing it.
I mean, more, this is just coding. I mean, like, dig deeper. Software engineering. Create some applications, like to write programs for apps.
Yeah.
Nataka akuwe data analyst.
Oh, nataka data analyst. Well, she can do more.
That's my wish for her, but maybe wewe programmer. Migota nataka akuwe nini? Stack developer.
Nani? Esther?
Esther.
Esther is going to work at NASA.
Esther ndio atasema yenye anataka.
Oh, NASA scientist. Wow, that's so good.
Yes. Esther aseme yenye anataka kukua because sasa tunaweza mchanganya.
I think I can be all. Same time as a you can be a software developer and data analyst at the same time.
Yeah, you can be. You already
Well, data analysis iko kwa vitu nyingi. Hata my profession, I still do data analysis. You analyze data.
What do you do?
Cybersecurity. I'm a cybersecurity person. So bado lazima uta analyze data at some point, unaona. But I mean, it's so funny. IT it just bleeds into each other. Wenzema tu mimi nasomea tu data analysis and that's it. Utajipata hapo unafanya vitu zingine, web design. Like you can't just sema ati tu nitafanya kitu moja. Sasa mimi hapa nafanya program.
Data analyst lazima ukuwe unajua Python juu
exactly.
Some of the things zenye utakuwa the database.
Yeah. The reason why I'm saying that, but it's really up to you. I mean, George, you can tell them. I think, okay, data analyst. I'm sure if you become a software engineer, you get more money. And I know I'm not lying.
And the Kikuyu in me will just decide to go for the money.
I mean, data analysis is really good. And honestly, data analysis, ninaionanga ni kama ni entry level. Like a lot of kama wa Asians wenye wanakuja, wa Indi wanakuja. My last job, a lot of Indians wenye walikuwa wanakuja, unajipata wanafanya data analysis, wanafanya QA. But huwezi compare pesa yenye wanapata na some software engineer. Unaona? I mean, ukiingia through data analysis, haimaanishi ukwame hapo, just keep going. You know, you don't need to stay there, just keep going.
I don't think mtu wako kuja kufanya QA anafaa hata kukuwa na IT background.
Ina depend ni QA gani. Kama unafanya QA ya apps, if you're going to kama utafanya quality analysis ya an app to make sure, you know, it's what it is. I know I nilitumika kama I was pulled from my department one time. I was doing tech support at that time, but I was doing QA for, it was a new program that was going to be rolled out, but we needed user experience. Tulitaka kujua user kitumia hii interface, what errors, I mean, what are they going to, you know, encounter? So I had to make sure that I wanted to break the system. Like I was creating all kind of errors. Unajua, you put all kind of wrong inputs because users are users whenever fanya anything. Unajua, so before you roll it out, before muifanye piloting and stuff, lazima kwanza muitest. Na kama ni software, lazima ukuwe na some IT background. It depends whatever it is unafanya QA on. Kama utakuwa kwa IT, whatever utafanya IT stuff.
I agree.
Yeah. You know, so unaweza jipata wewe ni user kama me, they pulled me to, you know, to nione what users the input, lakini pia unaweza ambiwa ufanye QA on security. Uangalia all the breaches, you try to attack it. Penetration testing, no, that's cyber security. No. Ufanye pen testing on it, that is still QA, unaona, part of QA. So it depends from which level unakuwa pulled. Yeah?
Ushafanya, what is it called? CISM?
I think.
She's talking
certification hiyo.
CISA.
Sijasina hiyo sana mimi. Niko na CompTIA, ni cyber security too. I mean, and you don't have to, I mean, they're good. That sounds to me like some auditing thingy.
Yeah.
CISA.
Yeah.
Irene has, right?
Irene has that. Also, you don't just do certifications just for the sake of doing it. You have to decide what area of IT unataka kuingia, and then alafu go for those certification. Others utajipata na so many certifications, and it takes a lot of time kusomea hizi vitu. You know? Unasomea lakini unaona uko na so many certification na hazikusaidii kwa hii nini. Naona. So depending on what area, kama utafanya data analysis, angalia hizo certification the data analysis fanya, you know. The next level unaangalia the certification. So sasa kama mimi hapa nianze kufanya certification za nini sasa za accounting, it's not going to help me, you know. Haitanisaidia. naweza pita maybe. I mean, nilifanya some accounting kani kwa Kenya, labda naweza pita. Lakini sasa yezi nisaidie in my next level, unajua, my journey.
Sometimes you might be overqualified until nobody wants
exactly. Yeah.
And then,
sometimes you get so much knowledge, unatumia na kama ungejua direction mzuri penye unaenda, you wouldn't have wasted so much time. Nona. I meet a lot of people sometimes, like in the cybersecurity field. Man, some of them, oh my God, you have a master's. Wengine, they don't even have a degree. Na wako kwa cybersecurity.
Are they doing good, right?
And they're doing good. Unaona. Sasa saa zingine these secrets atuambiwi. Sasa sisi tunasoma vitu nyingi. You know, unasema labda I need another degree, unaenda tena. Na kuna tu mwanya hapo mtu angekuambia wewe fanya 1 2 3 you'll be good. Unaona. So you find yourself umesoma vitu nyingi na wewe hauna experience, na huyo mwenye aliendea experience, unaona. So sometimes it's good to know where we want to go.
Yes.
Na ukikuwa na mentor anaweza kukusaidia sana.
Nice. Esther, we need that kind of information.
Yeah, kwanza someone like me who is like I'm everywhere.
Yeah, ukifanya, unajua IT is very big, very huge. Haki ni kubwa, usijaribu kufanya kila kitu. Haitawezekana. Iko kubwa, hata tuwacha tu hata IT. Nilienda tu hata cyber security peke yake tu. That's just, it's so huge. Huwezi fanya kila kitu, very huge. You know? So kama unajua kitu moja hivi, ukiona unapenda hata unaweza fanya programming na bado ukue cyber security. Unaweza fanya bado, app security, web security. You can do all those things, Hata data analysis, that still can help you when you become a cyber security person. But you kind of need to know, where do you want to go? Like, and I know sometimes, Esther, being in Kenya, I don't know about Nancy, but being in Kenya, maybe you're not really exposed as to what is out there, Kenya, I don't know, I'm not sure kama kuna shule specifically zinafundisha. I've seen some few organizations on Twitter za cybersecurity Kenya, but sijui kama tu kuna shule inafundisha tu cybersecurity or the ina address. I know there are people who practice cybersecurity, lakini sijui vile walisomea. I don't know. But lack of exposure sometimes, and I always keep giving an example of my sister. She went to school and she doesn't even know what she went to school for. So I kept asking her, did you do networking? She's like, oh, we did some JavaScripting. I'm like, gosh, my God.
All over the place, huh?
Everywhere. Na sasa, hata ukienda kazini, utafanya nini? You can, hata kama ndio utafanya programming, at least you need to know what branch of IT you're doing. Unaona? Hata kama unafanya architecture. I did architecture, networks in my undergrad, but I also did a lot of programming kidogo hapo, C++, hizo ma scripting, ma partial, hizo vitu kidogo. I didn't do a lot of programming. But at web, lazima wangenifundisha mambo ya web design na vitu kama hizo. They kind of need a little bit of that. Lakini at least unajua unafanya networking, ama unataka game and design. Kuna people walikuwa wanafanya game and whatever, automation. I don't know, gaming. I'm like, seriously, singelipa pesa nini nikafanya gaming shule mimi?
Umefanya vitu mingi. Hizo zote ulisomea US ama ulisomea Kenya?
Mimi. Sijasomea vitu nyingi. Nimesomea tu hapa America.
America is a land of opportunity.
How long did it take you?
I went to I came here in 2007, so I've been here a little kidogo. But you got to know pole too, because unajua family comes in the way, lazima ufanye kazi and stuff. So my bachelor's degree, we have schools here in America yenye unaweza soma haraka sana. It's accelerated. In degree unapata na 2.5 years. 2.5 years, I did my my bachelor's in networking. And then my master's, it takes like 16 months. I did my master's.
Yeah.
You know, halafu unafanya some certifications.
Nimekupoteza hapo,
Huku
sijakusikia.
tunafanya 5 years.
Okay, kuna shule
na network yangu inaenda up and down. Kuna kitu umemention ulifanya? How long your degree?
Degree yangu nilifanya na 2.5 years, miaka 2.5.
Nice.
Alafu lakini iko accelerated.
Tulienda
Kama ukiingia hiyo program unasahau mambo ya social, kuna kutembelea marafiki na nini, you forget that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unasahau wewe tu ni kazi, vitabu, family. That's it. If you have a family. Lakini kama una family ni wewe na kazi na vitabu. Because it's very demanding. Now you have to make, alafu hata kwanza, and I got really good marks, and you have to maintain some really good marks, you know. Otherwise, kama kwanza sana sana ukiingia masters, they'll kick you out. If you get anything below a B, they kick you out. Hata wakupatia ati second chance. Just go out. Wanakutoa kwa program mara moja. So because you shouldn't be getting anything, you know, less than a B kama uko kwa program ya masters. So anyway, but yeah, you give up a lot of things, but unajua tu it's for a short time, you know, it's for a short time. Hizo ni private schools, lakini kuna shule sasa kama zenye sio private, kama state universities, masters itakuchukua 2 years.
Yeah.
Itakuchukua 2 years. Bachelors I think itakuchukua, but you can still, unaweza fanya accelerate ukifanya summer school. Si ndio nani George? You can still do summer school alafu unamaliza mapema.
Summer school.
So yeah. So I know kuna hii coding and stuff, and really that is really important. Hata mimi nuna nimerudia bado, I need to learn these things, because back then I'm like, oh, you know, saizi I really need to know all these things.
Yeah.
But also utapata coding iko in almost everything, every branch of IT. So you really need to know, unataka, what do you want to do? Because Python utaipata hata kwa anywhere, you know, if you want to automate stuff, even in accounting, utapata unaweza tumia Python. But really, what do you want to do? No. What really do you want to do? Maybe what really excites you? Does IT excite you? What do you like? Do you like breaking stuff? Ati ukiona kitu unavunja, unaitoanisha yote tena unairudishanisha. If that is you, then you need to be networking. You know, unaboa computer yote tena you put it back together. Now you need to be networking. You know, kama unapenda kuandika code all day, maybe you need to talk to George and maybe do software engineering or whatever, or software architect or something, maybe writing applications, you know. It depends really what you want to do. And sometimes, and you know what helps, maybe talking to, kama unataka kwenda shule, I know here in America, kama unataka kwenda shule, they let you talk to an advisor, alafu they talk to you, you know, wanakuuliza maswali, alafu unaona, they give you a scenario, alafu unasema, I'd probably like to do this, to work with these things, unaona. So yeah. But again, usifanye kitu, I mean, sisi ni wa Kenya tena, usifanye kitu yenye haitaleta food on the table. Now that is a Kenyan speaking.
Yeah, you gotta go for something which is gonna be worth your time.
Yeah, no, usifanye kitu haitaleta, you know, ati umefanya tu kwa sababu for fun ama for nini, but you're wasting money on it. Yeah, so data analysis ni mzuri, by the way. And I've seen a lot of courses on that. And that is a good point, by the way. But also, I don't know, I'm the kind of person who always wants to go to the next level. Okay, what is there? What is out there? What is next? Nimefanya hii for 1 year. Okay, is there something else I can do out there, you know? Sitaki kushinda tu hapo nimeangalia tu data. Oh, you match this with this one. Okay. Can I build something? Can I do something? Yeah, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but kama utaki kukua to get so deep into IT, I guess if you don't want to get deeper, data analysis sio mbaya, hata business analyst sio mbaya, you know. But kama unataka ku dive into IT deep, just dive. Just ruka tu.
I have this question for George and Dorothy.
Go ahead. Your network, huh?
Yeah, it's a network.
Come back. He's probably talking.
Are you talking, Nancy?
No, she's even not there. She's
I have
kind of
network issues.
What was the question, Nancy?
Ama unaweza type kwa chat.
Yeah.
But I'm actually getting your point. Like, I can do like data analysis, but still be a software developer person, like doing software development and data analysis at the same time.
Yeah. For example, right now, rest of what you're doing, and Gamia, you guys will be analyzing data and then you develop software about that data.
Yeah.
You scrape the web, get the data sources, then bring it, visualize it, and then develop an app around it. That's going to be doing that analysis and you develop.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Like this software. I mean, I don't know this time. Like, okay, so now creating something is now the software development part.
Is that a question or you
No, it's now what I'm getting, like what I'm understanding, because I know I'm someone who loves like doing stuff. Like now I want to do the data analysis, but I want to come up with something from it. I'm like, what does this data do?
Okay.
Not just analyzing it and it being there.
The data you're mining online, right?
Mm-hmm.
It should be relevant to some kind of application. Did you see the visualization you guys did?
Mm-hmm.
That's on Power BI. Now, is it Power BI or Tableau?
Power BI.
Okay, now there's part of Power BI which you can actually enhance with, let's say, Python. So you'll be developing a software around that, and you can also develop a software to go out there and grab the data set, bring them over, and then you channel them to Power BI, generate the visualization. So you are in a sense doing the data analysis at the same time you're a developer.
And in the same where you're still doing data analysis, also consider doing artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Yeah.
That's the in thing.
Yes.
You know, because then you will find yourself, you're creating softwares that like robots, you know, like you teach that software how to analyze stuff. You feed a lot of data in it. Kuna ile yenye iko self-taught na kuna ile yenye unaiacha ijifundishe, you know, from the data that you input it there, then it makes some structures. It can differentiate it for itself. So because right now we are in the internet of things, the IoT, and then there's the 5G. It's just going to be really, really big, whereby when we have some software that go to the social media na inasoma analyze comments za watu, and these people are so sad. Actually, those things, they actually sense that and they interpret that data into language. Just from reading on Facebook, nasema, okay, let's see this comment. Hata kama ni website Kazini, and they post something, some things, the census will just be posted on the website, and then they analyze that data, and they can tell the mood of the people. That's artificial intelligence. So that's also a big thing, machine learning, AI, that also goes with data analysis, because inachukua so much data. You have to feed the machine with so much data to learn these things. So it is just a lot you can do with data analysis, just a lot.
So,
but it's a step at a time, just take a step at a time. Usisikie ni kama you're being overwhelmed with all this information. Huh?
Yeah, sometimes it kind of gets overwhelming, because you're doing, like for me, like everything is, I'm just seeing stuff for the first time. I'm like, okay. And then I'm this person who likes to dig deep into stuff and try and see how this works. How does this work? So
yeah, and you may want to I don't know, they have are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Follow, I don't know if I don't know if you information, I don't know if you really like security. If you Twitter, you follow, or if you Google, not Google, if you search information security, we have some Kenyan Kenyan organizations there. There's hold on, cybersecurity anyway. Wanakuanga na conferences, and that can be a real networking, Angalia Twitter. You unaweza kuwa really good networking, you get to meet people, and trust me, even Python is in cybersecurity. All these programming languages, it's just me who has been lazy doing it. But hold on, nitakwambia. It's been long since I checked my Twitter. Where is it? But wanaitungwa aje? Acha niangalie. They normally post Kenya cybersecurity or something. Let me look them up. But George, I hope I'm not wasting your time.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Twitter. Najua hata nikikuwa Kenya, I did not know what I really need, You don't get to know Kenya cybersecurity and forensics. IoT. They're just talking about IoT devices, just like I was saying. Today we will address the risks that need to be addressed in securing the IoT devices.
Yeah.
They're called the Kenya Cybersecurity and Forensics. Naonanga, if you go on Twitter, just try to search Kenya Cybersecurity and Forensics. Wanakuanga na some conferences sometimes, you register, and that will really help you, because then you get to meet people who know stuff that you don't know, or things that, so yeah. I kind of follow them.
Networking is a thing. Networking is key.
Yeah.
Like she knew about us through her networks. Yes.
Yeah. I just like
here out here. So.
Yeah, even me, I just it's one of the groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
I saw somebody post about it's one of the in one of the groups on Facebook, and somebody posted about this class.
Yeah.
I don't know it's starting when, and I'm like, wait, can I have this class start sooner? because I need to know, you know. So I kind of went from there and started asking questions. So yeah, and then that's how I came to know that I could actually start sooner, because yeah. So yeah, check them out. I don't know if there are more. You can check in Twitter. I think there are more. I'm not very active on Twitter though. But I think those people there, they work with the people from, I think sometimes they have guest speakers from outside the country. And also when you network, you can find job opportunities that you did not even know. Somebody said 80% of the jobs are not even advertised.
Yeah, that's true.
The zile zenye zinakuwa advertised is 20%.
Yes.
Mm?
Yeah.
You know?
And sometimes you might even meet the CEO who really might not even be wanting to hire anybody, but the fact that
Exactly.
now they say, you know what, let's give it a shot. Come over.
Yeah. Like so far, like I'm just into IT. Like how many months? November, December. Like this is my like 6th month. Not even. I think like it's my 5th month. Like going into IT and stuff, and I've like met a lot of people as compared to like the 5-6 years I studied my degree. So yeah.
Networking. And these conferences, when I finished my cybersecurity, when I did my master's, man, I didn't even know where to start. Yeah, I have a degree, so what?
Yeah.
You know? Then I joined the cybersecurity, the Des Moines chapter, the security, what do you say? But then the Des Moines chapter there, and I was going for those conferences, you know, those meetings. And then there's this time, there was a lady who was speaking to us. This lady, she does not even have an IT background.
Yeah.
Like she started something like, I can't even remember. I can even say medicine, like really in her undergrad, and nothing technical. But she has a cybersecurity company. I'm like, how is that even possible? She does social engineering.
Makes money.
And makes money.
Yeah.
Ana hata background ya IT, wacha hata ati nini. Lakini anaweza akakupigia simu, anaweza pigia your company simu, and she can hack that company in less than 5 minutes.
What? Yeah,
Social engineering.
I listened to Darknet Diaries, like it's a podcast on cybersecurity. Like I heard about that social engineering thing. Like you it's like testing people, like someone who is so good at analyzing behavior and stuff.
Yeah, they do what they do. They can unajua what they say in cybersecurity wanasema are you still recording this, George?
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording.